all of you came here with a question. And I don't believe in coincidences. I believe that you have been guided to this reading to find an answer, to find some guidance, to find a message. So what I have done is I have selected cards from all my different angel-themed decks, both Oracle and Tarot. I've drawn a card for you. So it's a pick a card. You choose 1, 2, or 3 to get you some messages, to get you some guidance. These messages are still general, so take them as they resonate. For all of you, I have drawn one of these cards for all 3 decks that has got a yes, no, maybe, possibly, perhaps sort of answer on there. So if you've already was something that you're wondering about in your mind, I'm going to encourage you to think about that, to ponder on that, and ask an open-ended question. Sort of like whatever it is that you are dealing with, what guidance does the universe have for me, as opposed to just thinking, is it yes or is it no? Rather, I always recommend be open to the guidance that the universe might have for you. I speak about that in my free Oracle card reading course as well. There's a link for it in the description. But for this one over here, this is a pick a card sort of situation. So you're choosing 1, 2, or 3, whichever resonates with you. What I also recommend to people sometimes is that you can choose 1 for, say, the present, 1 for the recent past, and 1 for the immediate future. So basically where you are, what brought you to where you are, and where is this taking you, so you can choose which of these you want to have for those. Please remember that the messages are general. I am Adrian Nelson, your psychic tarot reader, who obviously also deals in oracle cards. And so once you've decided either 1, 2, or 3, or you've decided which one of these is going to be your recent past, your present, and your immediate future, let's get started. There's going to be some timestamps down below in the description. For any of you that might be interested in a personal reading, I'm going to speak in the end on how you can do that. Okay, so for option number 1, we have got innocence, and this is a message from your beautiful, beautiful angels, and they say, beloved one, everyone is guiltless in truth, as no one can alter God's handiwork of perfection. Give us your feelings of heaviness so we can lighten your load. Give us any guilt, anger, or blame that may shroud your loving outlook. Enjoy the peace within your heart once more. And this is a card, this is a message that reminds you that first of all, we all form part of the same expression of life. Sometimes we feel within ourselves, or we kind of put it on someone else as well, that they are so terrible, so horrible, so gross and so disgusting, that they've done something that is just, and as humans, we often say this, it's just not human. Humans don't do that. It's so animalistic. Just give me 1 second. Oops. Sorry about that. Thank you very much. And we say, what? Sometimes now I can understand that hurt and pain and guilt and fear, can sort of set people apart like that. I can feel that for some of you, maybe you're having some difficulty. Maybe someone has done something to you. Maybe someone has done something to a loved one. And I'm going to recommend for those of you that maybe haven't done so yet, that you read Conversations with God, the 3-part series books, especially book number 1, Conversations with God. It might give you some insight if you've got some difficulty with forgiveness, with moving on, with sort of like, rolling with the divinity within another person, because it can be hard sometimes. All right, let's see what the archangels have got for you. And we're dealing with Archangel Raphael, which definitely makes me think that we're dealing here with a situation that has got to do with healing, because Raphael is the angel about healing. And King of Raphael in traditional tarot, this is the King of Pentacles. And when I teach tarot, the King of Pentacles is the last card that I teach, because the King of Pentacles, it's that sort of final, beautiful end destination gateway that you move through after you've gone through your trials, you've gone through your tribulations, you've learned your lessons, and it says warm, generous, honorable, and refined on top of there. And at the bottom, it says, yes, it's safe to trust. The ability to accomplish many things at once and follow your creative passion. But what I also want to speak about, what I'm picking up here for some of you with this energy, beautiful soul, is that some of you have gone through quite a lot of challenges, but now it's sort of like the end of the cycle. It's the end of the part where you needed to learn the lessons. And something very difficult to accept sometimes is that a lot of times people come into our lives to help us move to that next level. But in order to move to that next level, they sometimes have to do things that are very, very crappy. Because as human beings, we've got a tendency to hold on to things. And sometimes we don't change, we don't move away until we receive motivation enough to move away. And very often that motivation comes through pain. Okay? I want to make use of this opportunity to send you some love, though. Let's see what we've got here with the, what is this? Angel prayers. And it says, focus your mind. Okay? This again is speaking about the wholeness that you've always been. Because sometimes, we forget that we are whole and complete and that others are whole and complete as well. All right? And pain and guilt and fear and confusion and difficulty to forgive often places distance between ourselves and others and, the divinity of who all are. And I mean, I'm not saying that you should blame yourself because life can be quite tough sometimes, but it says, thank you, angels, for helping me focus on my priorities. Some of you may be in the process of a spiritual awakening, and a lot of times, a lot of people, when you speak to them sometimes, a spiritual awakening will often come as a direct result of difficulties that you've gone through. The relationship that doesn't work out, the marriage that doesn't work out, the divorce, losing a loved one to death, maybe getting a horrible illness within yourself, HIV positive diagnosis, a cancer diagnosis, all those sort of things. And a lot of times, those are the things that sometimes make us realize maybe a deep betrayal. It sort of opens us up to that higher sort of level. So it might sound weird that difficult things can often lead to spiritual awakening, but as human beings, we like a seed, in the ground. You grow through the pressure and the tension that you feel. It's almost like plants or things that are believed to be extinct, and then there's like a wildfire, and suddenly, that destructive, so to speak, fire, it cracks open that potential that's been laying in the ground, and suddenly there's new growth. And I feel that for many of you, that's what's happening at the moment. It's that purifying fires that are not typically fun. Okay, let's see what the angel tarot's got for you. And here we are with Pentacles again. Queen of Earth is the Queen of Pentacles. All right, thoughtful, creative, warm, and sensible. It's about, as you can see, they're opening a whole new possibility, a whole new world. It's about the energy that you are giving out at the moment. So you also want to be very mindful of the energy that you are giving out at the moment. All right, because whatever you are focusing on, what you think about is what you bring about. Whatever you are focusing upon is the reality you are bringing for yourself. Okay. It says, make time for those around you, take a sensitive approach, deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. Okay? Sometimes we get very caught up in challenges, and then those challenges almost begin to take over our lives. They almost in a way become our identity. Okay? Your pain, your fear, your challenges doesn't have to become your identity. It's an experience. Listen, many of us have been through many difficult things in life, and I always say to people that we all have a reason, a very valid reason, not to be able to go forward in life. Oh, but it's difficult. Oh, but it's challenging. I've been molested. I've grew up poor. I lost my business. I lost my relationships. All right. I grew up poor. I've been, through some terrible sexual things myself. I've had no confidence. I've gone through a lot of times in my life, but a lot of things in my life. But there comes a point when you have to decide for yourself that you are no longer willing to be a victim of what happened to you, of what you didn't get, which you felt you should have gotten, and what you deserve. But only you can make the choice. Okay, it's time to break free from that. Let's see what we've got here with this beautiful new deck by Rachel Valentine, Angel Wisdom Tarot. Beautiful deck of cards. And you've got the wheel, which is the wheel of fortune. All right. It says a fresh new start or the end of delays, sudden or unexpected progress, a very positive change in your life, travel or a new vehicle. This is about positive change. This is Jupiter energy. This is about things shifting in your favor. Okay? And so there's a definite moving forward here for you. So if you've been feeling stuck, if you've been feeling without hope, if you've been feeling like your life isn't going anywhere, this reading so far has let you know that it's time to let go in order for beauty to come into your life. Okay? Even there with the number 10, end of a cycle, new beginning. Now, as I said, all of you came here with a question. You've got a question in your mind. And we're going to draw a card to answer that question for you. And whatever that answer is, trust that it is the right answer for you. Are you ready? Let's take in a nice deep breath. Let's trust and have faith in the universe and know that whatever comes is what is for your highest good. Okay? And it's highly motivational. It says, don't stop. Don't stop, beautiful soul. All right? Sometimes it can feel that despite our best efforts, that life isn't just, it's going nowhere. It can feel like, oh, I'm wasting my time. But you're not. All right? The angels are encouraging you to keep on going. And let's see what angel is with you at the moment. What angelic support is with you at the moment. What angelic support you can call upon. The angel of power. Very superwoman, superman over there. All right? If you feel that, if you are feeling drained, if you are feeling depleted of all energy, the angel of power is with you. And even if you look at this numbers, number 26 here at the bottom, 2 is about things coming together. 6 is a number of hope and love in tarot. And 6 is a number of love. And it's a number of promise, of possibility, but you have to open yourself to that, because if you turn 6 around, it becomes 9. So there's the possibility of going to that next level. Be very careful of sticking to the idea that things have to be challenging, have to take long, have to be hard. Okay? And 2 plus 6 equals 8, which is a number of infinity. It's about flow. Okay? And I trust that that is serving your highest good. Take it as it resonates. Okay? Number 2, are you ready? Okay. So number 2, let's see what guidance we've got from the angels for you. Trusting, knowing, and affirming that whatever messages you get is here to serve your highest good, and so it is. You've got cleanse and detoxify. With great love and respect, this is a message from your angels. With great love and respect, we ask you to detoxify your precious, insensitive body. At your request, we'll help you to develop life-affirming ways to deal with stress, as well as ease any sorrow at shedding your old ways. Give your cares, worries, and concerns to us, your angels, and feel the beautiful grace of your newly purified body. The thing to remember with your body is that your body is the vessel, it's the holy vessel, it's the holy temple that makes it possible for you to have this experience that we refer to as being human. You know, we have been taught through generations that we are not good enough. I'm too tall, I'm too short, I'm too this, I'm too that. You know, men have their shortcomings and women have their shortcomings, and we've got this perception that has been painted for us for who you are supposed to be in order to be perfect, in order to be good, in order to be worthy, in order to be right, in order to be good enough. But the simple truth is that we are all born perfect. And you know, when I was much younger, I used to have a lot of body issues because I never used to have any confidence because of, you know, my upbringing and all those type of things. Because growing up poor is definitely not easy. But I got to a point where I realized that if I created myself, I would have, you know, looked a lot less perfect than I do at the moment, even though I didn't think I was very beautiful at the moment. And these days I think that I rock. But it took a lot of work. And in my work, that's what I specialize in, is helping other people find that magic within themselves. Because a lot of times we try to get this love from other people. We try to get it in relationships, or, we study ourselves halfway to death. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with having ambition. But sometimes the ambition that we feel, it's a drive that we have to maybe get approval from some traumatic experiences that we had in our childhood, in our younger parts of our lives. The marriage didn't work, the childhood was tough. Okay, maybe some really horrible things happened to you. It's time to let go of what is no longer serving you positively in order to make space for the positive to come in. Okay, let's see what the archangels have got for you. King of Michael, which is the King of Swords in traditional tarot. Michael is the angel of letting go of what is. It helps you to release the things that are no longer serving you positively, so that peace can come into your life. Look at those beautiful doves that are flowing there, those doves of peace. Okay, beautiful yellow flowers there at the bottom. It is time to let go of the measurements that maybe at some time in your life you had to take on to protect yourself against the world, maybe against your own mind, so that your light can start shining through, because you are ready for great, beautiful things. Okay? It says on top there, principled, rational, ambitious, and respected. This is letting you know that you are in full control and you can make of your life anything that you please. And it says at the bottom there, wisdom and objectivity are important now. Stay in your integrity. It is so easy for us to let go of our integrity sometimes, especially when we are dealing with past patterns. Okay? Don't let what happened in the past make your today unpleasant. It says a situation that calls for honest and open communication. Communication with others, but remember, before we can have open and honest communication with others, we first need to have open and honest communication with ourselves. All right? Let's see what we've got over here for you with angel prayers. We've got change and transition. So you are definitely moving over to a next level. How sexy is this character in this picture? Quite buff. Archangel Azrael. Thank you, Azrael, for leading me safely through this change. Change can be scary. Change can be very scary. It can be very difficult. And sometimes it's easier to hold on to the things that may not be serving us that well, but at least it's familiar. The thing that we normally speak about, better the devil that you know. But it's time to say to the past, thank you so much. We walked this path together, but now it's time for me to go our separate ways. I must go my way, you must go your way. Okay? Let's see what Angel Tarot's got for us. 5 of Air. 5 of Swords. Okay? 5 of Air is typically an energy that again speaks about drama, fights, other people's drama. For those of you that follow my channel, you'll be very familiar with me using the term that if drama comes to knock on your door, you do not need to answer. All right? It says an unwise choice. Learn what you can from the situation and review everyone's motives. This is a little bit of a warning. This is letting you know that maybe some people that you might be trusting in your inner circle might not be that trustworthy. Now, I'm not saying that you should go and mistrust everybody. All I'm saying is, sometimes we just give our word quite easily. But maybe if you ask something or presented with something and you've got the opportunity to do so, maybe say, you know what, let me think about it, let me sleep about it, let me get back to you in a day, in a week, in a year, well, maybe not a year, but like an hour, whatever you have available, Maybe speak to someone else about something that you can trust, who's got your best interest at heart, before just committing. All right? Angel Wisdom Tarot here by Reiki Valentine. Let's see what we have. The Dreamer. This is the Fool in traditional tarot, which is about new beginnings. It says a new start. Trust yourself. Push your fears aside and take a leap of faith. Sorry. These cards are pre-drawn, but I haven't looked at them. So I always find it so amazing how, people say you can't really be making these things up. Isn't that amazing? And with zero there, zero is about new beginnings. In numerology, it's that new reset. Zero or circle is also the symbol for the soul. It's that never ending, always forever going, forever expanding. It speaks about new opportunities that's available for you. And the angels are letting you know that they are with you every single step of the way. Okay? As we said in the beginning, you came here, you had a question. We as humans, we always have questions, it's normal. Know and trust that whatever this card says, that this guidance is what you need to hear and it's for your highest good. Are you ready? It says be assertive. Okay? And sometimes people misunderstand assertion with being rude, with being disrespectful. It simply means be open to your highest good. No need to put on a mask. Time to let the past go. It speaks a lot about that in this reading for you. And then let's see what angel energy is with you at the moment. The angel of learning. Many of you are learning, you are molding, you are developing, you are becoming, and that's fine. Okay? Be kind with yourself, because there's a time to let go, there's a time to enjoy, reap the benefits of your experiences, and there's a time when we're sort of like in the in-between, where you're learning. Give yourself some time, because it appears that this is where you are at the moment. Okay? Number 3. All right? So let's see what we've got for number 3. Knowing and affirming that whatever guidance you get here is for your highest good. All right? My channel is only about positive vibes. My goal is always just to help everyone live their greatest experience of life. So let's see what we have. What do the angels want to let you know? Daydream. Use that beautiful mind of yours, that beautiful imagination of yours. It says you will more easily hear and receive our messages, these are your angels, if you daydream regularly. Relax and open your mind to receiving without directing your thoughts. Just notice any feelings, visions, or ideas as if you were watching a movie. This is the seed of creativity. Now, as a person who's a born intuitive, let me tell you something. So I grew up in the country, and I think it was the biggest blessing. There wasn't running water, there wasn't electricity. So I spent a lot of my time outside in the forest. And I always used to think that everybody else operates in life the way that I do, until I found that they didn't. But, for me, first of all, I said I would never, ever, ever have a YouTube channel, as in never, And yet, less than 3 years later, here I am, after laying down the declaration of never. But for me, one of the biggest challenges, even with giving personal readings, was, what if the person doesn't believe me? What if they don't like what I say? What if I'm not getting a clear message? But what I've come to find in all my practices, Reiki, life coaching, this sort of thing, be it a general message, be it an in-person message, life coaching, crystal healing, regression hypnosis, whatever I do, especially regression hypnosis, because, you go into trance with the person, and I allow spirit to guide the session, to tell me what questions to ask. When I do a reading, what am I supposed to share with you? And it's about trust. And the more you allow yourself to not think too much about things, almost like, well, maybe it's my imagination, but let's just go with it. Sometimes I think that, something isn't that big on a reading, and it's absolutely profound for another person. But it's about allowing yourself that freedom to maybe be wrong, but also possibly be right. Okay? So for many of you, this could be about spiritual development, psychic development, 3D to 5D. I feel many of you are developing in that space, and you came here because you need some help. And this channel is all about providing that sort of support for you. Okay? Let's see what the archangels have got for you. Peace. Number 13, peace. Archangel Israel. In traditional tarot, peace is called the death card. And tarot is often very misunderstood. And I've got a step-by-step tarot reading course where, obviously I discuss the different cards. There's a link for you down below. The death card is about moving away from what doesn't serve you positively, moving towards what does. It's about transformation. It's about positive transition. It's about expansion. positive evolution. Okay? And it says, release the past. There is a more enriching future that's coming. Let go and let God. And sometimes it can be very difficult to do this whole let go and let God type of thing, because we want to be like, okay, I can trust the universe, I can trust source, I can trust God, I can trust spirit, whatever word or name you use. But where is it going? Know that as you're heading forward, you're heading in a very positive direction. And sometimes when we're heading in that positive direction, that's when we doubt, because what is familiar to us, even if we don't like it, it's better to hold on to that than to trust that better's coming. But sometimes we have to let go in order to receive, and this is that sort of space for you at the moment. Okay? Let's see what angel prayer says for you. Take time to breathe, release, surrender. Okay? It says, thank you, angels. I breathe with ease, knowing that you're here. We are never alone. Ever. Ever. Of the one thing that you are not is that you're never alone. Because you are everything and everything is you. And help and support is always available. All you need to do is ask. Okay? The angels are always present, and they're more than happy and willing and able to support you, but you gotta ask. Alright? And you don't have to beg. No need to make any offerings or sacrifices or anything like that. You can simply say, angels, I open myself to your help, to your support, for my highest good, for the greatest good of all. And so it is. Alright? Even with water is that beautiful flow of positive energy. Maybe be close to water. Alright? Drink more water and speak positivity in that water as you drink it. Let's see what we've got with Angel Tarot for you. We've got number 8 there, Justice, Libra energy, Archangel Rachel. Okay? Maybe some injustices have been committed against you. Maybe you're in a situation that feels pretty much unfair. And the question is, have you looked at it from the other person's point of view? Because what sometimes seems unfair to us is not unfair to another person. So maybe, we don't have to adopt their point of view, but when we allow ourselves to at least be open to seeing another person's point of view, it might change our entire perspective and the way we view things. And when we've got a different perspective, it changes sort of like, the things that we sometimes might be unhappy about. Because understanding is powerful. Okay? If you are facing challenges, though, unfairness, know that the outcome, whatever it may be, is serving your highest good. It says, fair and just decisions. Do what you know is right. Stand up for your beliefs. Even to yourself. Sometimes we fight so much with other people and we don't realize the fight that we have is actually with ourselves. So a question to ask is, whatever it is that might be rocking your boat at the moment, is it really them, or is it a reflection of what's going on within yourself that you are not willing to face? Or maybe didn't even realize you had to face. Okay? Let's see what Angel Wisdom Tarot's got there for us. And 10 of Wands. Working too hard or too many hours. The need for balance in life. Let others help you. Possible health problems due to stress. Some of you might be overwhelming yourself. And you know what? It took me such a long time in the world to actually realize this. Because I would always be, becoming quite anxious about how badly things could work out. And when I realized that, worry really gets you nowhere. And when you begin to lose the fear of fear, your life can change so phenomenally. I remember there was this one time where I didn't think I was going to be able to pay my rent, and I had no idea what to do. And I was so half dead with worry. But then at the end of the month, I was able to pay my rent. And I said to myself, you know what? Look at how you almost killed yourself with worry. Made yourself sick with worry. And it didn't help you one single iota. Not at all. And then I realized that, there's a higher power that I can have faith in. But sometimes it requires that you let go of certain things or certain people that might be holding you back. Doesn't mean they're wrong, you're wrong. Just means that sometimes you have to let go of how you expected life to be or thought it would be or planned for it to be in order to make way for something different. Don't hold on to outdated patterns and beliefs. Okay? Now you all came here with a question. And we're about to turn this card around to see what the answer is from the angels. But I want to encourage you, before we do, know that whatever the answer is, whatever that answer is that brought you here, know that this answer only serves your highest good. Okay, let's see what it is. Wait. This is the one thing that a lot of us sometimes don't want to do. We don't want to wait. We're like anything but that. Anything but waiting. Okay? But when Source is asking you to wait, the angels are asking you to wait, it's not out of spite. It is because there might be something bigger and better and more beautiful that's coming for you. Because remember, the full map that we see is always only part of the map. And the angels know that there's more for you. Okay? Let's see what angel energy is with you at the moment. Wow. Angel of grounding. Remember that we are a soul having a human being experience. We forget this sometimes. You know, sometimes we become so concerned about being a starseed and a light seed and a spiritual being, and you've been a high priestess in Atlantis and blah, 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 blah. Yes, those things are incredible. I'm a regression hypnosis practitioner, and the experiences that I have and my clients have are so profound. But first and foremost, remember that you are a human being having a human experience, and as you honor that, life gets more beautiful. You know, grow your connection with the earth. Grow your connection with the fairy realm. The more you focus on being human, the more you are grounded, and the more grounded you are, the more your energy can flow. Something I like to remind people of, so many times people want to open their third eyes and things like that. But when you just focus on the beautiful journey that is your earth journey, then everything else just works out for you so beautifully in any case. Okay? So that's what I've got for you, beautiful souls. I hope that it helps. These beautiful angel messages here for you. If any of you are interested in a deeper look in your own energy, want to have a personal reading. In personal readings, I use a lot of tarot cards. I just felt like using some more oracle cards over here, even though some of these are angel sort of themed tarot cards. But personal readings, they're about an hour and a half normally. I sent you a pre-recorded video. So what you do is, it's something like this, but it's a lot more detailed. So what you do is, there's links down below in the description for your payment. You make a payment, you send me an email, I pre-record it, you can send your questions, your concerns, and then I will send it back to you as a downloadable video. Please allow 3 to 5 business days for me to send it back to you. That's South African business days. And I also do energy clearing, I do regression hypnosis. All of that is down below in the description. There's a link to my website. There's a link to my free oracle card reading course. There's a link to my step-by-step tarot reading course. But from my heart, namaste, love and light. If any of this resonates with you, I'd really appreciate you liking the video, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. Hit that notification bell. I also do weekly readings for all the different zodiac energies. From my heart, I wish you all the best. I wish you beauty. I wish you love. I wish you light. And may the rest of your life be the absolute best of your life. And so it is. Namaste. Love and light.